All right, well, that's it. I mean, there's nothing more to say.
Yeah, a few listener emails I would like to read.
Oh, yes. All right. Well, hey, I keep forgetting our departments. See, I'm getting too nostalgic for something that hasn't even ended. So here we go. Let's do some stealing people's mail.
Yeah.
We're going to the party. We're going to the game. We're going to the disco. We're going to cruise out, man. We're stealing people's mail. Stealing people's mail. Stealing people's mail.
Steal the people's mail. Steal the people's mail. All right.
All right. So,
Yes.
this is an email. And, geez, let me look up who it was because it was a good one.
Do you need cover for this? Should I do
yeah.
a quick 5 minutes of my stand-up comedy from the classic 80s comedy?
Yes, please. Pull down your own brick wall. And
I have just pushed up the sleeves of my formless jacket, and I have an ironic T-shirt underneath it. So
lovely. So this was from Meredith. She wrote in, one thing that has struck me the most with the first-person narration is our main character's way of prefacing every description with a comparison, reference, and or general impression. As you pointed out, he over-explains without actually providing clear descriptions of things. And then she says, in a 1980 interview with Spanish writer-director Vicente Molina Foix, Stanley Kubrick stated, I read an essay by the great master H.P. Lovecraft where he said that you should never attempt to explain what happens as long as what happens stimulates people's imagination, their sense of the uncanny, their sense of anxiety and fear. And then Stanley Kubrick was commenting on Stephen King's The Shining. He highlighted a sentence. It was as if there was another overlook now lay scant inches beyond this one, separated from the real world, if there was a such thing as a real world, Jack thought, but gradually coming into balance with it. And Stanley Kubrick noted in the right-hand margin, don't explain. And so Meredith has then did some control F-ing of her own. She says the phrase as if shows up 36 times in Ready Player One, looked like shows up 26 times, appeared to 33 times, and the phrase seemed to comes up a whopping 72 times. The count for Kubrick, 1.
Wow. That's
fun,
good. Yeah, that's
fun deep dive into the more critical aspects of what went wrong here.
Yeah, and don't they say in politics too? If you're explaining, you're losing. You know.
Yes.
Yeah, just everything has to be right out there. But yeah, he did it in a way that I mean, as you said, when he tries to get into descriptive writing, it is always a wreck, and that's why I found the the mech fights so unreadable to me. Like I just can't. I don't know. Just the names of things that I'm supposed to pull up and then watching them crash together. It really would be like, I think Michael Richards when he was on Fridays. Do you remember that show that was like
I've heard of it,
Saturday Night Live? He used to do a segment where he was like a weird little kid who would just crash robots together and in a dirt on a dirt mound. Which I thought it was an odd segment, but that was one of his characters. But that's what it reminds me of just him. Like he's a little kid and he's just crashing the robots together. Nice. How to describe that? I don't know. Here's what they are, so spot on.